Skye Prince Kerrie, and Thornton and military. Type med beds. Q&A document for humanitarians. Updated January 2025. Disclaimer. This document is for educational purposes only and the property of Kerrie and Thornton, Skye Prince. It is intended specifically for humanitarians interested in the MMB projects. The information contained within this document is a compilation of years of Skye Prince, Kerrie, and Thornton's personal memories regarding her use and training with the military type med bed technology during her time in the Secret Space Program, SSB. The information regarding military-type med beds is continuously evolving. Please consider this a living document. This document may not be sold, modified, or altered in any way without the express permission of Skye Prince, Kerrie, and Thornton. Inquiries regarding this document should be made via Telegram to @TitoChiliBF or @Giorgio2023. Introduction. Introductory message and purpose. Who is Skye Prince, Kerrie, and Thornton? Where can I find her information? Who is the Alliance? What are military-type med beds? Basic introduction to military-type med bed healing and holistic centers. Humanitarian projects. Most FAQs, med beds, and other related topics. And important reminders. Introduction and purpose. Dear MMB, military-type MED bed, community members. We are sharing this important document with you with a commitment to keeping our community aligned with the values of respect, love, and unity that guide us towards the 5D New Earth. As always, we reiterate our dedication to providing clear and verified information regarding military-type med beds, backed by our official sources, Kerrie and Thornton. This document not only contains valuable med bed information, but also seeks to remind the fundamental principles that govern our network, to promote collective responsibility, and to protect the integrity of the information shared. Introduction and purpose. 1. Evolution of information. Information related to military-type med beds, MMB, and other developments continue to evolve, reflecting the strategic and collective process we are experiencing. Please note, we are only representing information regarding military-type med beds. Not be confused with any other technology called med beds, i.e. Tesla beds, 90 to 10 meditation beds, etc. We reiterate, the rollout of the MMB is not dependent on specific dates, but instead on events and decisions that seek the well-being of the human collective. Therefore, it is crucial that we remain flexible and constantly learning. Introduction and purpose. 2. Official sources and information accuracy. Kerrie and Thornton, Skye Prince, an official Alliance communicator, remains our primary source for verified information on med beds and their implementation. Important. The most accurate information regarding the military-type med beds, healing centers, and related information will be furnished directly by the Alliance and the healing centers once the official announcement is made and these are rolled out. Introduction and purpose. 3. Access and personalized attention. Please note that access to the med beds will be a completely personalized and orderly process. Each appointment will be determined by official criteria, respecting individual priorities and the needs of the global community. This process will be announced exclusively through official channels at the appropriate time. The service and care with MMB medical beds will be totally free. Any information that says otherwise is totally false. 4. Free will and mutual respect. We respect the evolutionary path of each member, person. Each person has the right to accept, reflect upon, or let the information shared flow. We are not here to convince anyone or impose beliefs. This document is solely for educational purposes. Introduction and purpose. 5. Ethics in the management of information. The information shared in this document should be handled with the utmost responsibility, since its misuse may lead to serious issues. Therefore, altering or modifying this information can lead to serious misunderstandings, loss of credibility, and even security risks. Do not alter the content of this document. Feel free to share this document responsibly. Only share with those who are truly interested in learning more about the topic and not with the intent of exploiting or misrepresenting the information. Beware of scammers. Introduction and purpose. A call to collective consciousness. This is a key moment in our lives to work from the point of unconditional love, empathy, and ethics. Each one of us has the power to contribute to the construction of this new 5D world by being responsible with our actions, thoughts, and words. Thank you for your commitment and for being part of this wonderful community. Kerrie and Thornton and Global MMB Administrators. Skye Prince, Kerrie and Thornton. Who is Skye Prince, Kerrie and Thornton? Originally from Venus, human, Venusian hybrid. Contractor with the Secret Space Program, SSP. 80-plus years. Utilized and treated patients with med beds during her time in the SSP in her role as a nurse, trainer. Enlisted by the Alliance to support with the disclosure movement of the med bed rollout on Earth. Tasked with coaching and educating people on advanced healing techniques and consciousness. Kerrie is a spiritual, self-development coach, motivational speaker, and SSP insider. Where can I find Kerrie's information? Telegram, @SkyePrince444. Facebook, YouTube, www.youtube.com/@SkyePrince444. Important. Once the RV is announced, Kerrie will be deleting all of her channels. Beware of scammers impersonating Kerrie. There are many fake channels on social media. Beware of scammers. Due to the nature of the information shared by Kerrie and Thornton regarding military-type med beds, unfortunately, there are hundreds of groups and pages that are actively impersonating her. Please ensure you are in the correct pages groups. Scammers are manipulating the information based on the official med bed information and taking advantage of individuals by charging for appointments, training sessions, etc. They scam hundreds and thousands of dollars every day from unsuspecting people. Remember, meds, beds, and related services will be free. No charge for treatments, no charge for training, 100% free. The Alliance. What is the Alliance? The Alliance is a partnership between the positive white hat military personnel on Earth and the forces of other physical and non-physical realms in our galaxy. They are collaborating to rescue humanity and overcome the negative forces that control our planet Gaia. Military-type med beds, MMB. The image, our artistic rendition, does not represent an actual med bed. What are military-type med beds? In simple terms, military-type med beds, MMB, are an advanced quantum healing technology created by advanced beings off-planet with the sole purpose of rapid healing and extending an individual's life. They use energy, light, and vibration to repair and regenerate the human body on a cellular and energetic level to identify and correct alterations in DNA. This includes removal of unnatural genetic mutations, repairs caused by disease, environmental toxins, and genetic manipulations. DNA is restored to its original state, which contains all of the information to keep the body in perfect health and balance. This technology has been available since the 1950s, yet repressed by the elites. Kerrie and Thornton. Are there different types of military-type med beds? Yes. There are several types of med beds. Initially, rollout may only include 2 to 3 different types. 3 main types: general healing, regeneration limb, organ regrowth, age regression, rejuvenation. Military-type med beds. Technical FAQs. How do med beds work? They operate by quantum scanning of the body to identify imbalances and then correct those problems using specific frequencies to regenerate tissues and restore health. Who created this technology? The med beds were developed with extraterrestrial technologies, specifically from that of the Pleiadians, and have been used in secret space programs, SSP, for decades. What diseases or conditions are they for? Med beds can treat any biological physical disease, regenerate damaged organs, heal traumas, and balance the energy body. Can med beds reverse age? Yes, med beds are designed for rejuvenation. They can reverse the physical age of the body depending on the person's level of consciousness and life mission. The person and their spouse, children, or other family members may need to be involved in the approval process for a patient to undergo age regression. Counseling may need to occur prior to the procedure. During a general healing, a person will experience some age regression. Who will have access to the med beds first? Priority will be given to urgent cases, such as people with serious illnesses, followed by humanitarians who lead projects for the collective benefit. What does it mean to be humanitarian in this context? Humanitarians are people committed to helping humanity, such as project leaders focused on healing, education, and community building. When will med beds be available to the general public? There is no exact date, as their release depends on strategic decisions by the Alliance to ensure safe deployment. They may roll out in conjunction with the RV, revaluation, redemption process. How will appointments be scheduled? An official appointment system will be announced through the Alliance's official channels at the appropriate time. There may be a website you are instructed to log on to schedule your appointment, or a national, local phone number will be furnished. What happens to people who use false information to generate content about med beds? Any unverified information that is shared irresponsibly will be disallowed, and everyone is encouraged to use only official sources to avoid confusion. How will med beds be implemented worldwide? Strategic healing centers will be established in different countries to ensure global and equitable access. What kind of energy or technology powers the med beds, and how do you ensure their sustainability? They use zero-point energy. This means that they do not depend on finite resources, are clean and self-sufficient. It is a technology that respects the planet. Can med beds be used to modify human DNA therapeutically? Yes. Med beds can repair genetic mutations and correct DNA problems, but only for healing purposes and aligned with human well-being, never for manipulations without ethical purpose. How do med beds ensure diagnostic accuracy in patients with complex or multiple conditions? Med beds scan your entire body at a level that conventional medicine can't reach. They detect everything from physical pathologies to energy blockages, guaranteeing a complete and personalized diagnosis. Are there any restrictions on the use of med beds in children, pregnant women, or the elderly? There are no age-based restrictions, but each procedure is customized to the patient's condition and vibration, as well as needs. What protocols do med beds follow in cases of medical emergencies, such as cardiac arrest? If someone experiences an emergency while in a med bed, it immediately stabilizes them and activates the necessary healing protocol. Military-type med beds. Technical FAQs. Could the technology of the med beds be adapted for dental or aesthetic procedures? Absolutely. Med beds can regenerate teeth, improve facial tissues, and even adjust the symmetry of the body. However, always with a focus on comprehensive health, not just aesthetics. How do med beds differentiate biological diseases from energetic or emotional ones? During the scan, The med beds detect energy imbalances, which are processed along with the physical conditions for comprehensive healing. They help to release emotional, energetic, and spiritual blockages, restoring balance to the person. What steps are taken to avoid any external technological interference during a procedure? Med beds are protected by advanced quantum security technologies that block any external interference, hacking, or misuse. Overview and basic guidelines for military-type med bed, MMBS, healing centers, human and animals projects. Important. Exact information regarding MMB center requirements will be furnished by the Alliance at a later date during the mandatory conference. MMBS projects. Who? Initially, the Alliance. Military will operate the first MMB centers globally. MMBs will eventually be available in all countries. Anyone IN5D and plus can create an MMB healing center project. However, the Alliance will determine who will be chosen to manage, operate, open the center, selection process, attendance to conferences, rigorous interviews, training, etc. Anyone can fund, donate to a humanitarian project, money from legal source, redemption RV. The clinics, services. Types. Pre- and post-treatment centers, services. Pre-treatment center, services. Initial intervention for addictions, counseling, nutrition, healing, exercise techniques, yoga, meditation, etc. Post-treatment center, services. Similar to pre-treatment services, plus additional services, i.e. physical therapy, social services, salon, etc. MMB treatment and veterinary healing centers. MMBS treatment center, services. Actual healing centers where MMB treatments will occur. Vet treatment center, services. Specific healing centers with animal healing chambers for the treatment of small, medium, and large animals. What are the basic requirements for MMB healing centers? Human MMB healing center based on 10 MMBS. All, if these are necessary. Each of these are not negotiable, however you can add to this list and design your center any way you desire. Note, this is just a basic idea, but the number of staff, departments listed here are the minimum based on the number of MMBS listed here. MMB centers may have more or less MMB, personnel, departments, services, it all depends what you are approved for. This is just an estimate for your planning consideration. Security staff. 10 med beds. 12 MMB operators. Preparation room. Ward of 5 beds plus 10 recliner chairs. Recovery room of 5 beds and 15 recliner chairs. Preparation room of at least 8 staff, 2 doctors and 6 nurses. Recovery room of at least 6 staff, 1 doctor and 5 nurses. 20 overnight beds, rooms. Intensive care section with relevant staff. Emergency care section can be incorporated in the intensive care section. Continue. What are the basic requirements for MMB healing centers? Human MMB healing center based on 10 MMBS. All, if these are necessary. Each of these are not negotiable, however you can add to this list and design your center any way you desire. Note, this is just a basic idea, but the number of staff, departments listed here are the minimum based on the number of MMBS listed here. Multiple clerical, reception staff, kitchen staff, cleaning staff, transport staff, spiritual counselor, at least 1 per shift, social worker, 1 for AM and PM shift, center manager, ID staff, handyman, landscape, gardeners, education meeting rooms. What are the basic requirements for animal healing centers? Animal healing center based on 3 small, 3 medium, and 3 large animal healing center. Note, this outline is for domestic animals only. When including wild animals, you will also need additional cages, staff, etc. This list can be added to suit your requirements. This is just a basic idea, but the number of staff listed here is the minimum based on the number of chambers listed here. Healing centers may have more or less MMB, personnel, departments, services. It all depends what you are approved for. This is just an estimate for your planning consideration. 3 small animal healing chambers. 3 medium animal healing chambers. 3 large animal healing chambers. 11 animal healing chamber staff, minimum. Preparation areas for each of the different size chambers. 15 preparation holding cages, enclosures. 20 recovery cages, enclosures. Plus 10 to 15 stables in both the preparation and recovery areas for large animals. 3 to 4 animal attendants in both the preparation and recovery areas. Continue. What are the basic requirements for animal healing centers? Animal healing center based on 3 small, 3 medium, and 3 large animal healing center. Note: this outline is for domestic animals only. When including wild animals, you will also need additional cages, staff, etc. This list can be added to suit your requirements. This is just a basic idea, but the number of staff listed here is the minimum based on the number of chambers listed here. Cattle yards. Large trailer parking area. Waiting room. Feed, supply room. Cafe area. Overnight rooms for owners. Transport drivers. Reception staff. Managers. Medbeds project and centers. FAQs. What role will animals play in healing centers? There will be specific centers for animals with healing chambers and other technology designed for pets and other animals. The animal chambers will regenerate tissues, treat diseases, and balance their energy. What can I focus on right now in preparation to contribute, manage, collaborate on the MMB projects? Join MMB's groups that are affiliated with Kerrie and Thornton's Skye Prince's groups. Ensure you are in the correct groups. There are 4 core groups and many local groups you can join in your area, country, state. You are encouraged to be an active and contributing member in these groups. Research information regarding MMBs and other related topics, holistic health, nutrition, exercise modalities, spiritual topics, etc. Spend time meditating each day. Engage in joyful and fulfilling activities. Volunteer at your local hospital, clinic, or animal vet and rescue centers. Network with other like-minded humanitarians who wish to engage in these projects. Start meeting each other and collaborating now. Actively protect yourself on social media and elsewhere, i.e. create a username that is not your actual name. Don't share any personal information with unknown individuals, etc. Write or continue to refine your humanitarian projects. Revisit these from time to time to ensure you are fully prepared for your RV redemption appointment, should you be asked to present these. What are some challenges I might expect with the MMB projects? Finances. If you do not have access to financing for your MMB project, you may want to forge relationships with other humanitarians in our community. Use your discretion and inquire who may be interested in pairing up with you to assist in financing your projects. Again, use your discretion. Security. Look into private security should you require it post-RV. Every humanitarian is a precious treasure to humanity. Without each of you, these projects would take that much longer to roll out or in some cases, may not even happen. Protect yourself and your family. Legislations. As this technology is released, there will be changes in the healthcare policies. Be flexible and stay up to date with the relevant information. The Alliance will be with you as a mentor. However, if you are chosen for this project, you are responsible for ensuring you are appropriately informed on all regulatory changes and how that may impact your project. What are some challenges I might expect with the MMB projects? Workforce resources. Although some medical staff, as well as other professional employees, i.e. plumber, electricians, gardeners, architects, carpenters, etc., may be selected, hired to work at a center, you may still find yourself competing for talent or resources in a way. We should not approach this as a competition. Instead, look at it as a collaboration for talent, resources in your area. This is where networking with other local humanitarians is essential. This is not about your project. It is about the care and service to others in the most appropriate and expeditious manner. This is a 5D plus project. Think and act accordingly. Full-time, part-time employment. If you decide to embark on this particular project as a director, manager, ask yourselves, am I willing and able to work full-time? If your answer is no, then consider if this is right for you at this time. Again, this is very similar to running a clinic or hospital. Be very honest and realistic about your decision. MedBeds Project and Centers. FAQs. What is the cost to use a MedBed?
No.
The MedBeds will be completely free of charge, as they are intended to benefit all of humanity. No charge for treatment, no charge for related services, no charge for transportation to the center, no charge for the appointment scheduling, no charge for pre- or post-treatments. Free, free, free. Military-type MedBeds. Technical FAQs. How are MedBed centers financed? Funds will come from humanitarian resources allocated during redemption appointments. What kind of projects are related to MedBeds? Projects such as the establishment of healing centers, health education programs, and assistance to disadvantaged communities are directly linked. Other projects may also be aligned between humanitarians. MedBeds Project and Centers. FAQs. What specific criteria will be used to select project managers for healing centers? Managers will need to demonstrate leadership, organization, and commitment to the principles of the New Earth. Beyond their technical skills, their vibration and ability to inspire are key. How will the centers be funded initially, especially in countries with limited resources? Funding for healing centers will come from humanitarian allocations during redemption appointments, along with logistical support from the Alliance and strategic partners. What are the requirements to become a MedBeds operator? Operators must have high vibration, ethical principles, and complete a specialized training program. Initial training as a junior operator lasts approximately 2.5 years, followed by additional years to reach intermediate and advanced levels. MedBeds Project and Centers. FAQs. How will the expansion of centers in countries that do not yet have adequate infrastructure be planned? High-need regions will be prioritized through feasibility studies, establishing strategic partnerships with local and international organizations to support implementation. What strategic alliances could be formed to implement these healing centers? We will work with NGOs, humanitarian groups, and governments that are aligned with the ethical and spiritual principles of this technology. MedBeds Project and Centers. FAQs. How long will it take to build and enable a functional center with 10 MedBeds? Depending on the size, location, available resources, and technology, the estimated time to establish a basic center may be 6 to 12 months. How will the maintenance of the MedBeds and the continuous training of the operators be managed? There will be regular ongoing training programs for operators and technicians, and each MedBed will be subject to regular technical reviews. MedBeds Project and Centers. FAQs. What kind of complementary technologies could be included in the centers to improve the patient experience? Complementary technologies will include advanced diagnostic devices, energy monitoring systems, and technologies for vibrational harmonization. Are there plans to establish centers specialized in specific pathologies?
Yes.
There will be centers dedicated to specific areas such as advanced cell regeneration, pediatric health, trauma recovery, etc. Consciousness and spirituality. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. What role will spiritual counselors play in the centers? Spiritual counselors will be instrumental in preparing patients on an energetic and emotional level, ensuring that the treatment is as effective as possible. How does a person's mental and emotional state affect MedBed's results? Your vibration is everything. If you're in a positive and balanced state of mind, MedBeds will work much more effectively. The higher your frequency, the more effective the treatment, and the better the results. What spiritual preparation is necessary before treatment? It is recommended to meditate, practice gratitude, and let go of any negative emotions. Being at peace with yourself makes the process easier. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. Can MedBeds unlock spiritual or psychic abilities? Yes, depending on your level of consciousness, MedBeds can activate latent spiritual gifts aligned with your life purpose. MedBeds not only heal the physical body, but also work on the energy body, aiding in the expansion of consciousness and spiritual healing. What happens if someone has a deep energy blockage before a treatment? MedBeds work to release those blockages, but the patient must also be willing to let go of what no longer serves them. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. Can MedBeds be used for aesthetic purposes? Yes, but the initial priorities will be cases of serious illness or urgent regeneration. Can MedBeds prolong life indefinitely? MedBeds can rejuvenate the body, but longevity also depends on each person's life purpose. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. What daily practices are recommended to maintain vibrational alignment after treatment? Meditation, gratitude, mindful eating, and maintaining positive thoughts are essential to sustaining results. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. How can MedBeds help in karmic cleansing processes? Although they do not clear karma directly, they can help release negative traumas and patterns, allowing you to move forward on your spiritual path. How do MedBeds interact with energy therapies such as Reiki or quantum healing? They empower them. MedBeds are designed to work in harmony with other holistic therapies. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. What role do thoughts and emotions play in the healing process?
All.
Your thoughts and emotions are the bridge between your physical and energetic body. Positive thinking can speed up healing. How to avoid ideological or religious conflicts regarding the use of MedBeds. It will focus on universal principles of healing and compassion, setting aside particular ideologies. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. What happens if someone doesn't believe in the effectiveness of MedBeds? MedBeds will work just the same, but a lack of faith or stamina could slow down the process. Open-mindedness always helps. The more the person trusts the process, the more positive the outcome may be for that individual. Consciousness and spirituality FAQs. How will people be educated about the importance of vibration for treatment? Educational workshops and spiritual guidance will be implemented in the healing centers. What impact will this technology have on the collective consciousness? The MedBeds are just the beginning. They will help raise the global vibration, ushering in a shift towards a more conscious humanity. How will centers handle patients' emotional stress? With the support of spiritual advisors, meditation sessions, and spaces designed for emotional balance. Basic RV redemption information. Where can I find more information regarding the RV process? Do your own research regarding the RV redemption process. It may be different per location, country. We do not provide legal or financial guidance. Telegram, Goldilocks QFS Dialogues. Telegram, Goldilocks QFS Conversations. Telegram, The Chosen Ones. Telegram, WWG 102, Holly Celiano. Telegram, Ed of Ocala Rooms. Telegram, Era Dorada, Spanish. Telegram, Mark Z. For notifications, sign up at dinafs.com, bigalianforeracy.com. Sites mentioned here are only references. There are many more than just the ones mentioned. We are not affiliated with any of these sites or intel providers. Please conduct your own research. Every country has its own unique requirements. What do I need to take to my RV appointment? When you call to schedule your RV appointment, ask the representative what you are required to bring. Here are a few examples of what they may ask for. Binder containing all of your currencies and important documents. Currencies separated and tally sheets for each. 2 forms of government-issued ID, driver's license, passport, etc. 2 utility bills with your name and current address. Trust S, if you have one. High-level project outlines. Questions. Any other documents your RV rep has instructed you to have on hand. Please do your own research and prepare for your RV appointment. We are not legal or financial advisors. We are not responsible for your appointment. The process may vary from country to country. Will I be required to sign an NDA at my RV redemption appointment? Will I be required to sign an NDA if approved for med beds? Yes. You will most likely be required to sign an NDA at your RV appointment, which may last 60, 90+ days. Each person's situation is unique. No 2 people will have the same exact process or outcome. If you are approved to receive MMBs at your center, you may also be required to sign an NDA. The best way to approach this is to go in with an open mind and heart. Remain flexible, with high vibrations, and attentive to the information that will be shared with you. Can I book my med bed appointment during my RV appointment? Maybe. Ask the representative. If you are approved to receive humanitarian funding, this will be determined during your RV appointment. You may receive instructions at your RV appointment on how to book your MMB procedure. Otherwise, following the appointment, you will be given either a phone number or website to book your appointment. Will the patient need to pay for their med bed treatment and related services?
No.
Everything will be free. Humanitarian funds will cover MED bed treatment, patient stay, and possibly the family member as well. Food during stay, transport if required, the building, the staff wages, the supplies, etc. Patients don't pay anything. The humanitarian funds will cover all expenses. Will Kerrie and Skye be available post-RV? Short answer: no. When redemption appointment notifications are released, commenting to her main channels, groups will be turned off. Approximately 24 hours after notifications, her main groups will be permanently deleted along with all of her social media accounts, with the exception of her YouTube channel. The redemption appointment notifications once received will be shared in almost every MED bed, RV, humanitarian group on social media. You will not miss it, do not worry. Reminder: once the RV revaluation redemption process occurs, Kerrie and Thornton, Skye Prince, will be deleting all of her social media and related channels. Beware of scammers. Due to the nature of the information shared by Kerrie and Thornton regarding military-type med beds, unfortunately, there are hundreds of groups and pages that are actively impersonating her. Please ensure you are in the correct pages groups. Scammers are manipulating the information based on the official med bed information and taking advantage of individuals by charging for appointments, training sessions, etc. They scam hundreds and thousands of dollars every day from unsuspecting people. Remember, meds, beds, and related services will be free. No charge for treatments, no charge for training. 100% free. Document approved for use by Kerrie and Thornton specifically for all MMB humanitarians. Document created by @TitoChiliBF@Giorgio 2023. Inquiries regarding this document should be made via Telegram to @TitoChiliBF or @Giorgio 2023.